Let's take a look and see how dynamic pricing works on Tripworks. Clicking into their base e-commerce rates first, we can see that their standard rates for an adult ticket are $40, while the child ticket is $30. Looking at some of their other pricing rules, for example, the one titled Only 2 Spots Left, we can see that the prices here look a little different. Now, adults are listed at $20 and childs are listed at $10. Let's take a look at some of the criteria to see what rules they have set up for this rate sheet. Clicking over to the criteria tab, we can see a whole bunch of options here where we can limit this pricing rule based on seasons, which we'll get into the next video. You can also set up passenger counts, which we'll look into an example on that next. Availability limits allow you to tell the system that, for example, when there are fewer than 2 seats left, go ahead and lower my prices. Or if there are more than 5 seats left, go ahead and raise my prices. The rule you choose will depend on whether or not you're looking to sell out your activity, or perhaps the activity is in high demand, so you want to make sure that as the ticket availability decreases, you're raising your prices automatically. You can also set up advanced window limits where you choose whether or not to raise prices or lower prices. For example, we can choose to raise our ticket prices if the customer is buying less than 5 hours in advance. In this particular example, the pricing rule is set up to apply these lower rates when there are less than 2 tickets left on the activity. This is a great way to fill up the boat, for example, if you want to make sure that all seats are filled. Let's take a look at what it looks like from the customer's perspective. Looking at the customer-facing booking widget, we can see as we click through the calendar here on the right, that the prices are set to those base rates of $40 for adult and $30 for children. However, when we get to the third, we can see those prices change. Scrolling down, we can see that the 12 o'clock time slot has the price listed for adult at $20. This is because there are only 2 spots left, and per our rule, the price is now decreasing so that the tour operator can go ahead and attempt to fill those seats. Now, let's take a look at another pricing rule. This one, titled 3 in Cart, shows the price for adult is $20 and the child is $10. If we go over to the next tab and we take a look at the criteria, this is saying limit this pricing rule whenever there are between 3 and 100 people added to the cart. Let's take a look at how this looks from the customer's perspective. If we select a date on the calendar and we use the quantity to increase our ticket count to 3, we can see those ticket prices now have changed to follow the rule that we just reviewed. Looking at a third example here, let's see how it works when you're looking to set up pricing based on a specific time of year, a holiday, a weekend, etc. Here in this example, we're looking at a rule for Labor Day. On Labor Day, we want to increase our pricing to $90 for adults and $60 for children. It could be because this is a really popular date for our hiking tour, so we want to make sure that we are getting and making the most out of it. Going over to the criteria tab, if we look at the top, there's a section for during seasons where this is limited to a schedule titled Labor Day. Check out our next video where we walk through how to set seasons up on your account. Taking a look back at the widget from the customer's perspective, we're looking at the month of September. We can see our base rates of $40 and $30 listed here. However, when we click on Labor Day on that Monday the 2nd, we can see those prices have now increased to match that rate sheet that we just reviewed. And those are a few examples of how dynamic pricing works, how easy it is to set things up, and what your customers see during checkout. If you have any questions on this, let us know. Otherwise, keep watching to learn a little more about seasons and how to go about setting up dynamic pricing on your account.